Good evening, all. Good evening, all. The class is in session. Come to watch Ask Professor and come and get your lesson. But I want to say hello, good evening, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and all that good stuff. Hey, Debbie J, thanks for being on. Miss Angelique, welcome. Thanks for joining us today. And Flex Producer, hey, thank you, brother, as always. Looking forward to a great show. We're talking about dating and gift giving expectations through the holidays. So please stay tuned. Flex, drop the intro.
Let me do it for you. Baby, the floor is yours. Yeah, baby, I mean the floor is yours. If it come down to the floor is yours. Let me show you how I prove the floor is yours. The floor is yours.
That was short. I was ready to jam. Really? Well, we want to say Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. We don't want to miss anyone, but we want to say season's greetings to everyone. But first, let's get our professional business out the way. We need you to subscribe, to like and share. Meet us on all platforms: IG, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn. Hit us on all platforms. If you're not on one, you can catch us on the other. Enjoy sending your mom and them, your cousin. Make it a date night. Let's get into some good conversation because we're gonna always bring you the greatest content there is in podcasts. Send your people that don't have a Facebook over to our YouTube page. They can join the conversation. We can see your comments. We can answer any questions you may have. We want to thank you all for who always follows us. Miss Ware, thank you for being here. Miss Johnson, thank you for being here. Y'all are already ready for the show. We appreciate you. We want to give a special shout out to SIP and Converse Rebooted Community. Thank you all for what all you do in the community. And we want to thank you all for watching. Shoot us a hello. Tell us where you're watching from. And we have a special guest tonight. Yeah, I haven't seen her, even though this is not my show. Let me give a shout out to the host, the professor. Ask the professor, how you doing tonight, sir?
I'm good.
So
I
you
like
see,
I like the grill in the
thank
combat
you.
in the combat
So
outfit.
I did that just for you. I can't come back ready because you know me and you don't be seeing eye to eye. So it's all love though. But I might have to dispute you on some things tonight. But we do want to thank our special guest tonight. Would you please introduce yourself?
Hi, guys. I'm Angelia. I'm hopping over here from the Greenwood podcast. And I just want to say, again, Merry Christmas to everybody and a Happy New Year. But I do want to also put in a little ad there that these podcasts are running concurrent for the holidays. So if you find yourself lonely or you're needing something to do to occupy your time, please go back and watch all the previous podcasts. That's the Professor, that's the Greenwood podcast, any of our podcasts in our selection. You can find them on Facebook and YouTube. And today we had an amazing podcast about what you should be doing in 2022 with Miss Charlotta Williams. It was amazing. It gave you some great information. So I just wanted to make sure I plug our other podcasts, and thank you guys for letting me be here today and suck up a little bit of that time.
Hey, she new to the show, but she ain't new to the platform. Let you know, this woman works behind the scenes and do wonders for the show. Flex, tell us a little bit about her, just to give the audience a little background about her, if you don't mind.
Gladly. First of all, I hope the your grill is stainless steel.
It's gold, baby.
Yeah, already. But yeah, so Angela, she does a lot of work. You know, we know her as Ladybug also. So if you watch Greenwood the podcast, she's active there. These great intros that you're seeing, man, she is the creator of them.
Yes.
So man, you know, she just brings a skill set that I didn't have. Great value added to the show, and I thank God for her.
And to go ahead and piggyback off of that, my focus is DEI, and I also have a background in product placement and video production. So a lot of some of the things that we do on the podcast, like Flex and Deb have both said, is that I do a lot of the visuals. And so I kind of help Flex on the producing side. So I'm like his assistant. He got an assistant, y'all. Look at him. It came up.
I think I'm her assistant.
Boy, coming up in the world.
I think I'm her assistant now, man. She cold-blooded.
So,
I need an assistant.
Journalism background as well. So
What you need
a lot of my journalism
about me?
background to help push.
What you need assistant for?
Professor, you do not need an assistant. You have plenty.
Yeah, we do. Hey, the professor got the underwear calendar coming out, man.
All right.
Cool.
Are we ready to see that?
Well, we ready. We're ready
Oh
to push through
goodness.
the show. All right.
Well, let's get into the show. Sorry for the tardiness, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, it's the holidays. We're trying to get that last minute shopping in, but we are here for you and here to answer any questions and any comebacks or feedback that you have on the show tonight. But let's talk about the topic tonight. The topic tonight is, it's going to be a little bit of Christmas based, but it's still relationship wise. We're going to talk about has the potential to produce fireworks. We might rub what's the saying?
Rub a few people the wrong way.
Yeah, we might rub you the wrong way on this one. How about that? But quite frankly, I hope it does though. We are discussing gift expectations for Christmas. Mm-hmm. Whether you are dating, married, or friends with benefits, what are the rules around gifting? And we want to know what the professor got to say. We're going to let you start since this is your show, sir. Let's hear it.
I'm going to start with a poem. So I wrote a poem to hopefully initiate the thought process, some thinking, and all that good stuff. But, let me say hello to Miss Johnson. So good evening. Thanks for your viewership. Thanks for tuning in. And so getting back to my poem. So the poem is about the show, about gift giving, and it explains some of the rules. And hopefully you all enjoy it. So as usual, if you have some comments or some feedback, please leave your feedback in the comments or whatever the case may be, and we'll get there. So this is the poem / intro about gift giving in tonight's podcast. So me.
Oh, keep in mind he is an artist and he's sensitive about his shit.
Yes.
Go ahead, hit it.
Thank you, assistant.
No, I don't want that title.
So here we go. This is not about who's been naughty or who's been nice. This is about to give or not to give and what type of gift will suffice. Dating and gift giving is hard, no need to pretend. I think we all question how much to give and how much to spend. What if my gift creates a standard or an unrealistic expectation? Does the fear of looking desperate, of overcommitting, cause hesitation? What about spending too little or not spending enough? This too needs to be considered in this gift-giving stuff. Is it improper to ask your partner for a wish list? Who knew so many questions with gift-giving could exist? Mm-hmm. I didn't, so my best advice is this. To make gift-giving easier, always pay close attention to all the things they like and all the things they mention. This can definitely help relieve some stress and some of the tension. I will also recommend that you take notes in your phone to help with retention. Overall, I believe what will set your gift apart is not how much it costs, but that it was given from the heart. Don't worry, we got you and here to ease your pressure. So sit back, relax, and welcome to Ask the Professor. Oh, one more thing while I got your ear. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and
Happy New Year.
We screwed that up.
We all screwed that up.
It's perfect.
I'm still adding extra words. The gist of it, Merry Christmas to all and to all a Happy New Year. We love you all.
Yeah, so we did rehearse that, but I don't know what happened. Good job.
What happened was
it was we were so wrapped up in the meaning of the message that we forgot.
Good poem, brother. Good poem.
Thank you, brother.
We're gonna snap on you on there. We're gonna snap. But you did bring up an interesting point inside your poem. You said take notes. That is absolutely something. I kid you not. I would show y'all my phone, but I don't want to display who the name is. When I'm talking to a guy, honestly, I have an iPhone and I literally go to my notes. If they're talking about something that they like, I honestly go to my notes in my phone and I put it under their name in the notes and name the stuff that they like. Because my deal is I want to get to know you personally on that level where I don't have to guess. So just say we're taking a road trip and we go to the gas station. You pumping the gas because you're the man. I still feel like that's a man role if he with a woman. And you're pumping the gas and I go into the gas station, I should not have to ask you what you want to drink or what you want as a snack. I should have that in my phone already. Oh, he likes Dr. Pepper with some Dorito Cool Ranch and some chocolate. I have that stuff literally in my phone when it comes to me dating personally. I don't want to forget nothing. I have how many siblings you have, your favorite color. I have all of that in my phone. Honestly, I do. But hell, I'm still single, y'all. What the hell we gonna do? Oh, that was a poem right there.
That's a good point, though, right?
And Merry Christmas to all.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Hey, that's a good point, though. I guess when you considering gifting, part of it is if you're trying to surprise a person, you listen and pay attention and put notes in. So I don't know, maybe Professor, you want to start there, or what you think?
Yeah, it don't matter. So, I mean, I guess one of the lines of the poem. Thank you, Miss Johnson, for the feedback in the poem, Miss Ware. I appreciate it. And yeah, so one of the stanzas in the line in the poem is, man, what is it? Is there a list? So is it improper to ask for a list? So I think men are very practical and they're more willing to give you a list. But I think women like surprises. So which makes it more difficult to shop for. So I don't know how you females feel about being surprised or being practical and just giving a list.
Well, let me say
I don't
this.
want you to go ahead.
I'm coming from I'm not single, so I'm bringing a different perspective to the show today. Coming from a married woman's perspective, even during the dating period and afterwards, I think that my husband was always and still is always very very intuitive when it comes to what my needs might be. And so he listens and he uses his listening skills. And he has even gone as far as going into my shopping cart. But because of our dynamics and our relationship and everything is more of an open, because some relationships aren't as open, you can't necessarily get into your boyfriend or your girlfriend's phone or your fiance's phone. He does have access. So he can see what's in my shopping cart. But technically, I mean, the surprise is nice, but I think that surprise in itself for me needs to have, I don't want something that I can't use. I have enough jewelry. So maybe I get a surprise that's inside of the knowledge of what he has about me. So if he knows I like this, or if he knows I like that, and he says, hey, I noticed, so I brought this. So not a full-blown surprise, but a surprise with a boundary set. That's kind of, if you can understand that.
Yes, I understand it as a lady. I don't want something I can't use. Okay, so last year, we'll take example. Last year, I got gifted a Tiffany necklace. Kid you not. I got gifted a Tiffany necklace and I didn't wear it for weeks. Maybe it was actually even a month before I even wore it. And I only wore it because he had said something about it. He like, I haven't seen you in it. My deal is, well, I thought it was special. I put it on a platform and I thought it was special. I didn't want to wear it as an everyday thing, like it lost value. You know how your parents used to have the fine china, you only use it when special guests come over and stuff like that. So he really got offended that I didn't wear it. So I started wearing it all the time. And I'm like, it took away the specialness of it to me. But he did surprise me with that. I do like jewelry. Don't buy me no cheap jewelry. No knocking to the ladies that sell the $5 jewelry.
Going to Claire's.
Paparazzi. Don't go to paparazzi. Claire's for me. Don't do that. I'm just saying, if you're gonna buy me something, buy me something. I don't even know
what paparazzi is.
It's $5 jewelry. They actually have some nice stuff, but I don't want that as a gift.
So it's not the thought that count with y'all then.
It is the thought that counts.
It is the thought that counts.
I want you to actually put some thought into it. Don't just randomly go get me something.
That's the whole. And that's exactly, and see, just in that instance, and I'm not going to beat up on you, Flex, but it is, I definitely said that putting some thought and being intuitive. So that means he's thinking and he's thinking ahead and he's thinking, and those thoughts are coming out thinking, hey, yo, I saw her do this. And then I saw her do that. And I noticed she was talking to a girlfriend and she said she wanted this. But like she said, no cheap jewelry. I mean, that takes away from it. I mean, I think that if it's going to be a piece of jewelry, it needs to have some type of meaning. And you need to take me. And if you want to buy me something, we should window shop. I mean, some women don't like window shopping, but I'm at a stage where if it's the beginning of the relationship and, and he is actually thinking of moving forward, I think it's great to go and, or scroll online and say, oh my God, this is amazing. You know what I mean? I think those things are great.
Yeah. What? Hey, I got a question for the professor. Have you ever been the type that go out and grab a whole bunch of little small, inexpensive stuff, like a coffee mug, throw in some candy and some ponytail holders and, a bunch of girly stuff. Like, man, you really go and put your time and went to the dollar store.
I ain't giving you no gift giving ideas.
You better not be giving out coffee mugs. Let me ask the guys this. Do you guys give jewelry? Because some men don't give jewelry. They feel that you do give jewelry. Okay. Yeah.
I give jewelry if they ask for it. I don't necessarily go out and buy jewelry. And if it's her thing, then yes, I give jewelry. But for the most part, I don't look at jewelry as my go-to gift. So I feel like I'm intuitive and I feel like I listen and I take notes. I don't take notes like Deb take notes, but I take notes throughout the courting process to see what you like, what you're into, and things you may have made mention of during the course. I mean, prior to Christmas, of course. So, but I don't go to jewelry is not my go-to thing. So, and no, I don't give out mugs with ponytails and bonnets and and creamer and all that stuff in it. No, I don't do all that.
What about trips? What about vacations? Because those things are important. Yeah. That's what I want really.
I like vacation with a trip before. I mean, I have
as a gift, as a Christmas gift though. You've actually sat under there and you said, "Hey, open this up," and then it's like, "Oh, tickets to."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I got gifted a vacation last year for Valentine's Day. You took me on a trip to Miami. I absolutely loved it. You paid for everything. I didn't have to take my wallet out. The only time I took my wallet out was the day we actually was getting ready to leave, and I had to go buy my daughter some souvenirs.
So what is dude
at? He got dismissed. Don't do me. Don't do me. It's not like that.
He or she.
Hold on. Let's not go there. Nothing to my alphabet crew. Listen, I'm strictly dickly.
No. Did he get dismissed or did you get dismissed as the she?
No. I dismissed him.
Okay. Let's check it.
It was some more private things that maybe another conversation, but it ain't for this. He was. I already knew. He know what it, and he actually know because me and him had a conversation. He know what that was about. So.
Hey, but so here's a transparent moment for guys, most guys. We get those go-to gifts like jewelry and shoes or something else because a lot of times we don't put a lot of thought into it or we wait last minute. And I'm saying as a whole, not all men, of course. I know Vince is different, but that's some of our issues. I know me. I have like last minute, I'm like, man, I know she like jewelry, so let me go and buy her this. Or even I take her and like, hey, I was wanting to take you to such and such Thursday. Christmas is Friday. Go get you exactly what you want. So.
I'm okay with that. That's actually what I plan on doing with my daughter this year. I'm gonna take her Christmas Eve. Let her get her. She ain't gonna know her limit, but you're gonna go to whatever mall you want to go to. If we have to go to different malls, you're gonna pick what that you want because she's at that weird age of a preteen. Listen, that stuff changes every day. So go get what you want.
So here's someone that's not traditional gift, but she's saying. Walk in the mall are perfect. So
that's what I said earlier. Yeah. Window shopping, going to the mall, doing those type of things that you kind of have an idea. And since malls were so limited with, I feel like the new malls are also the internet. How many times are you sitting on the sofa with someone watching a movie and you scrolling in between, even though you shouldn't? But this is great, or you see some celebrity with something on, or you're like, I would like a smaller version of that. Somebody also mentioned in the comments that. And not everybody's money is the same. And the question that I have for the fellas, it says, is also, and to you, Miss Deb, when you guys, when as a single person, when you are buying gifts for someone, is there a certain amount of time that you need to be dating them? Or let's say it's a super new relationship and it's like, we went out twice. Does that constitute to a gift? And then what do you spend on that? Because if you're in a dating cycle, and let's say you're dating more than one person, does everybody get a gift? Does everybody get a mug? I'm curious.
I want to hear the professor on this one.
Oh yeah, let's hear the professor.
Let's
I'm
start
curious.
with the professor. That's a lot to unpack. I'm gonna let y'all have it.
That's an easy answer for me. So I don't deal with timelines. So if I feel like the person needs it and it really makes them happy, and I mean, I believe you gotta trick a little money. Pretty much, you gotta be willing to throw some money away. So per se, and not really
It
look
ain't
for anything in
tricking
return.
if you got it.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
It
I
ain't
believe you
tricking
have
if
to
you
do
got
that. So if it's something they truly want and it would make them happy or benefit their life, then I'm all for it. So it doesn't there's no timeline to it. So it's just like, hey, you really want this, and it means a lot more to you than this means more to you than the money means to me. Then hey, by all means. So there will be no price on it. So
it.
that's too easy.
You said no price.
I ain't gonna spend no $1 million on nobody now. I ain't got no $1 million for one, but no, I ain't going that far. But
Yeah.
if they really want it, then
Yeah.
yeah, I can do that.
Okay. I like that one. She said it ain't tricking
It's
if you
tricking,
treating.
it's treating. Yeah, I
Right
like
on,
that.
right on.
But the professor, let me ask you a question though. The other question, the two-part question of that is that let's say you're in a dating cycle, meaning you're dating with more than one person. Does everybody, so you're doing that for every single person in your dating cycle? Let's say you're dating 3 women concurrently. I'm not trying to get nobody in trouble, but let's say that you are. Look, I came here and started something.
I don't do that. That's an easy answer. I don't do that. So
Okay.
Oh,
I never have that worry because I don't do that. So
something's wrong with the connection.
not the dollar.
so I can't speak on that. So I don't do that. I had to defer to Deb.
Okay, Deb, you up next.
Me. I'm gangster with it. Let's put it like this. It's not dating if you're just talking on the phone. I'm gonna put that out. I talk to multiple people on the phone. I'm not in no committed relationship. But if I'm actually dating and going out and you're actively pursuing me, by all means, I'm gonna buy you something. My deal is since you're the one out of the crew that's talking to me, but you're actively pursuing me and actually taking me out, I'm gonna give you a gift. And the reason because I don't care if we've been talking for a month, 2 months, whatever. I'm setting the expectation at that point. I'm letting you know how I am. Me personally, I don't buy cheap gifts. One dude, actually, I literally like 2 weeks before Father's Day, I had started talking to this guy. He had told me, he didn't tell me, we was just actually on the phone, just having a casual conversation. And he said, my fan went out, the fan in his house. What did I do? I went to Target for Father's Day. I went and bought him one of them $70 stand-up fans, not the box fan, because he had a box fan that went out. I upgraded you to the stand-up fan. It was $70. I had no problem with that. Happy Father's Day. He was a great father. He had his kids in his life. I'm cool with that. And that's all I gifted him. But it meant a lot to him that I actually heard him because he didn't ask for it. He just randomly said it in conversation while we were on the phone.
That's a thoughtful gift.
Very thoughtful, if you ask me. But no.
$70 though? Come on now.
In 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, $70. And what's wrong with that?
I thought you can buy an HVAC or something.
Really? He had AC. Come on. If you didn't have AC, you wouldn't be talking to me. Snap, snap.
I know that's right. Now, Miss Deb, when I was single, I would tell you that I did cycle. I did date guys concurrently. But it was, it was just, let's go out. And if our dates were, if I didn't shake them before Christmas, because I would shake people during the holidays. And if I didn't shake them before Christmas, then everybody, depending on what the potential was, some got polos and then some got polo assassin.
Hey, that is so funny. That is so funny. Hey, shout out to Miss Cookie. Miss Cookie on the show. She said David J always got the relationship stories. We're gonna write help out, Miss Cookie.
Yeah, but truth be told, from a male perspective, if you in that dating cycle, you got more than one. I mean, you kind of have to address Christmas. Yeah, you have to go through that gift giving or that thought process as far as whether or not you give a gift. It just comes with the time of the season. So And I guess the expectation is they're going to get a gift. Now, how much that looks like, what that looks like, then hey, that's person dependent.
Okay, Flex, you answer the question.
Yeah, so I'm kind of like Vince. I don't date multiple women at the same time. So
Yes, good men on the show. Woo!
Man, so hypothetically speaking, if I was dating,
yes.
I think it depends on how close we are. I think I don't do the blanket rules. You know, me and Vince talk about that a lot. I don't do the blanket rules, so I think it depends on how close we are. And I think that's what really sets the expectation to me. It's not so much the conversation about gift exchanging, but if we're dating and we're close, for me, Christmas is partly about showing your appreciation to people, you know, with a gift, whether they can do something for you or not. So I have no issues with it. Again, I don't go all out anymore like I used to on Christmas, maybe because I'm single. I'm sure that's a big part of it. But yeah, if I'm dating multiple people.
Are you expecting her? If you're giving her a gift, are you expecting her gift to be in line with price of yours? Are you expecting your gift to?
I do. When that old saying, it's the thought that count. As long as a really thought out gift, I'm good with that. You know, we made a joke before the show about on Father's Day how fathers always get the 300-piece tool set for $10. You know, I'm not going to say that the gift is not thoughtful, but you can't fix much with those tools. So I don't think they're very useful. So they're not going to last. So on that, with that context, I think as long as you're thoughtful, and you know, like Deb said, if you have to take notes or just, I'm the type you can ask me. You don't have to surprise me. Just ask me, and if it's something that I like, I'll tell you. If it's something that I want, I'll probably tell you I don't need anything because I shop for myself throughout the year. So when it comes time for Christmas, there's not a lot that I really want, but that don't mean that you can't figure out the things that I like and come with something. So yeah, if I give something, I would expect a thoughtful gift.
Yeah, man, but don't we all expect something in return? I mean, who don't expect something in return?
So what happens if you don't get something in return?
I mean, I guess it shows where you stand. I mean, and truth be told, I mean, there's so many variables. One, it could be where you stand. Two, they could have other issues or other things that may be more important.
Right.
And then they may not celebrate Christmas, so Christmas may not be their thing. So yeah, so you maybe shouldn't expect to give a gift. But there's so many things. But for me personally, I think it's the thought that counts. It would be nice to get something in return, but it's not necessary.
Yeah, that's just like giving money. If I'm gonna give you $300, $200, whatever you ask for, I should not expect that in return, unless we had that conversation. Hey, in the 2 weeks, I'm gonna pay you back or whatever like that. But I always expect not to get that money back. Don't give it if you can't give it back, and so don't give a gift if you truly expecting something back. If you haven't set that precedence with that person, and you giving a gift. Don't get mad if they don't give you back because you're doing it out of the kindness of your heart, but they just might not be that person.
Right.
That's how I see it too.
Right.
Professor said you don't know their situation. It could be that Christmas is not big. I've dated people that didn't celebrate Christmas. But I mean, I think that's twofold too. So if you're gonna enjoy the gift that someone get you and all that, I don't know. I don't know, man.
I again, this is a married person's perspective. We're married. We honestly do not buy Christmas gifts for each other now.
Yeah.
We did back in my dating days in the first few years of our marriage, and we just don't. We've kind of put Christmas aside for the kids, our nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
And then sometimes we just have taken it off. But we are festive. We do decorate. Normally we travel during the holidays. So I think a lot of time it depends on the person and what their lifestyle is.
Hey, we got Superman T Will on the show. Shout out to the podcast members for showing up. So T Will hit another point that Vince brought up. It's different meaning to different people. He said it depends on the person. Giving is done all throughout the year. Absolutely. Right. What is Christmas really about? So that's
and I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that only because my deal is if I'm out and I see something that I know that you will like or I know that you're interested in throughout the year, I'm gonna get it for you because I'm thinking about you while I'm out doing my doing myself,
Yeah.
and you cross my mind, hey, I think so and so would like that, I'm gonna get it for you.
Yeah.
But for as Christmas, I really think Christmas is for kids and new relationships, honestly. Like she said, she's married and they don't do Christmas gifts no more to each other. I absolutely get it, because the fact is, it's about the kids. The kids are the ones that get the joy and the happiness out of it. It's more tailored towards new relationships, I would say.
Mhm.
But if you're married, you already know, hey, we're gonna spend XYZ. We're gonna spend about $2,000 on these kids. Come on, listen,
I ain't spending
baby.
$2,000 on no kids.
I'm
Yeah,
just
see,
saying, depending on how many kids you have. I mean, some people
I
got
know.
one, some people got five. So the total might get up there. I'm all in agreement with that. When it comes to Christmas gifts, okay, I get that. So when it's our time to show each other for Christmas, listen, we already know what it is. It's about the kids. You get your flowers throughout the year.
yeah, I
And
agree
it's
it's about the
simple.
kids, but I think there's another thing to consider. Because more often than not, people take time off during Christmas. So when you can really get that quality time with your partner outside of a gift, and just spending time with them,
Yeah.
it's usually around the holiday season. So usually most businesses and everything shut down, so everyone's free just to have that time with their family. So
Yeah.
outside of the gift giving, the time just to be, uh, you don't have as much requirements
Yeah.
or burden on you. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. You can just take that time just to sit and just to be with them outside of a gift. So I
I
think
agree.
the gift of time is just as important or just as special as the gift as a physical gift.
I agree. I remember when I was married, one of the things that I did was every holiday season from November, I waited for November to get here, and for the areas, especially around the malls or the little uptown areas, to decorate the Christmas lights and the trees out. And I just like walking in the areas and just and just enjoying just the whole atmosphere of it.
And
So
the spirit,
yeah,
and
to your
spirit
point.
of the holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The spirit of the holidays. Now, let me ask you guys this: for new relationships, our family, I pushed my family to like a white elephant, and then we started pulling from hats. Because years ago, even though me and George didn't buy each other gifts, we'd still have to go to my mom's and
Yeah.
my dad, and still buy gifts for everybody. And then we said, okay, everybody just buy one gift for the kids, and then the adults would do a white elephant, or we'd have like a theme and everybody buy something out of the theme, and then we play a game. And that's really worked out for the years, even during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Now, if you are single and you're in a relationship and you're invited to your fiance or boyfriend's family house, do you get a gift for the mother and father? Or do you, how does that work? Or do you like, I ain't staying home, I ain't trying to buy gifts for everybody? Like, what does that look like?
I personally would,
Okay.
especially if I'm really feeling a guy. And of course, you want to put your best foot forward, even though you're not dating the parents. You still want to put your best foot forward to the
Okay.
parents too. I wouldn't. It wouldn't be as expensive.
Extravagant. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I would give them a little token of my appreciation for raising such a quite gentleman, because he's a gentleman if he's with me.
My parents thank you.
Hey, I like this comment right here from Nita. She said when she was single, she would gift a closet. She would have a gift closet catching stuff on sale. When all else failed, if the relationship didn't last, her brothers and daddy had the gifts. So
That's a
one
good
way of
idea.
thinking ahead and being prepared for it.
So
But I was,
do you guys bring gifts for the lady's parents if she invites you, or do you say, I'm not going over there?
If I'm there in a relationship to meet someone's parents, I would buy a gift for the house per se. I wouldn't buy a personal gift for the parents, but I would buy a gift for the
Like a
house per se.
candle or something.
Yeah, I would.
Wine, drink. Yeah.
I ain't buying the potential mother-in-law no lingerie.
I hope
I
not.
hope not ever. I hope not ever.
Friends on Facebook.
Hey,
You want me
The
or
good
my
need
mom?
draws, girl.
hey, damn, he can get a mother-in-law his calendar. Autograph his money.
No, that might run him off.
Hey, but you know what though? I want to go back to something we were talking about earlier about if one person gets a gift and the other one don't. I just think I don't want to call it thoughtless, but if it's happening continually over Christmas and birthdays and Valentine's Day, it's always a one-way deal. I think you have to have the conversation. Like if it's important to you to give, and the other person is reaping the benefits, they enjoying the gifts and wearing them for them to keep going, holiday after holiday without giving. I think, me personally, I think that's an issue.
Hell, you ain't gotta go holiday after holiday. You can just be just dating and just giving and doing more things.
Yeah,
Whatever the
absolutely.
case may be, and feel like you're being taken for granted.
I will say this. That didn't actually happen to me, but it happened to my child. So my ex-husband was dating a girl. They had been together for 5 years, and I finally got fed up. And I told him I wanted to have a conversation with him and his girlfriend. This was 2 days literally. It was the 27th after these December the 25th. It was the 27th. And I said, I want to have a conversation with you both. And they came over, and I did give him a synopsis of what I was going to talk about. So I wasn't overstepping my boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, hey, listen. And I spoke directly to the girlfriend because I'm that female. I'm a woman. I'm sorry. I was like, hey, y'all been together for some years now. I said, I'm not in his business and he's not in mine. I feel like I'm talking with a list. I'm sorry. I'm not in his business and he's not in mine. But I do want to say this. You have not bought a Christmas gift, a birthday present, came to any games or anything like that. I said, he is a package deal. This is his only child. And I understand that you don't have any children. But from now on, here forward, Christmas, birthday, I want a gift personally from you to my child. If you're going to be with him, I want you to treat her like that's your child as well, because you chose to be with him. So I told her from now on, I want a Christmas gift from you. She understands there's no Santa Claus, but she understands that there's a you, and you need to give her a gift. And so I was woman enough to have that conversation because I got tired of her not giving my child a Christmas gift.
This is going to be a good conversation right here. I'm going to let the professor go first.
No, I mean, because my only thing is when you give gifts to your children, it comes from both parents, supposedly. You say, hey, this is from your parents. Yeah.
Parents. She's an outsider. She is a girlfriend
that's
dating a parent.
But you said treat her like.
But there was still nothing, because when he would come over, because we always spend Christmas together, she will always wake up with both of her parents there. He'll come over to the house, or I will come down there and be there before she woke up. We'll have the presents under the tree, and it's from both of us. Well, the fact is, she was never added into that equation, and she never had a gift from that lady. And that lady never presented a gift, not even throughout the year, not even for the birthday. So I wanted to make it perfectly clear, hey, listen, you in his life, you in my daughter's life, and I'm cool with that. Y'all do whatever is best for you all. But from now on, I want a gift from my child.
So what happens if she don't? If she did do it, then what?
So she ain't dating, she ain't got to sleep with you. She's sleeping with the ex. So my thing is,
ask me one question. Ask me one question. Are they still together?
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Ask me. No, because that sets the precedence. I don't want any man that's not going to treat my child like his own, and he shouldn't want any woman that's not going to treat his child.
But
like
that's
his
a different
own.
topic, though. I get what you're saying.
That
I'm saying that you're wrong. My point is, one, what are you going to do if she still don't do it? And two, I don't think I would want to force someone to give my child a gift because it's not genuine. So my thing is, well, you're enticing and encouraging.
It was the
requiring is the word. You're requiring her to get a gift.
I was putting it out there. Now the ball's in her court. She can.
But
do
what if
whatever
she don't?
wants
What
to
if she didn't want to do it, and him and her?
Well, that opens up his eyes to see who he's dealing with, because he loves his child. He should know who he's dealing with.
So it took you to bring it up for him to see that was a bad situation.
Right. That's the only problem I have, is that he should have seen it.
If it's a bad situation, because I think
hold on, wait first. Angela, you know the men are dumb. I'm sorry, y'all kind of slow. Well, not dumb. Y'all kind of slow when it comes to reading in between lines.
Slow. Yes.
I'm just gonna put that out there. Y'all kind of slow when it comes to reading in between the lines. Sometimes it takes a woman to bring that out of you.
Things that are right there in front of their
exactly.
Face. So
he didn't see that.
Be like, oh, she wasn't trying to.
But this is my thing. I can't speak for Flex, but my belief is for who I'm dating. I'm not dating them to take care and provide for my kids. So my kids are my kids, and I will make sure between me and their mom that we provide for the kids. So my only requirement is that it's good between us, because I can't set the precedent of being stable with my children. I mean, they may not have had children. They may not understand. They may not be a good with children. I mean, I don't know. There's so many brothers that come into play. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to judge any women based on how they act with my kids. I may judge them based on how they act with their own kids. but not necessarily how they treat my kids. So I mean,
I'm
obviously,
definitely, and I see. I'm gonna definitely have to disagree with that because I'm definitely gonna judge somebody with how they act with their kids, with especially how they act with my child.
Exactly.
I may approach the situation a bit differently. I might talk to him first, and if I don't see any change, then I'm definitely gonna, bring it to her, and that way maybe build a relationship if there's one to be built, and say, hey, this is an understanding. I don't know what all the dynamics are here, Miss Deb, but I do definitely agree with you when you say it is important that as a mother, we still continue to be that we protect our children, especially as they are children. And so I do agree with the fact that, yeah, it should be brought to attention that person is not actively buying a gift for a child, because we've said several times that the gifts are for the kids. And if we know that Christmas is for children, then if you are with my ex or my significant other and my child is in that same space, then we are creating a co-parenting family here. And so that child needs to know that, hey, she is respected and loved by me, and she is an extension of what I get in my personal home and space when I'm not with my mother.
Let me say this.
And who's not to say that she didn't contribute on the gift that the father gave her?
Especially
she probably would have put her name on it.
Especially after being together for 5 years. That's a long time to be together. So I'm assuming that they have come together in some shape, form, or fashion financially.
Not only
that, the girlfriend contributed to the gift. And I think the bigger piece of it is the girlfriend's in your presence. So you know who she is. Your daughter know who she is. You've seen her. You had conversations with her. Now, if you didn't know of her or ever seen her, or ever talked to her, now I think that's crossing the line.
No, but the thing is, I said I addressed him first before I
did it.
both
Okay,
of
I didn't
them.
hear that, but yeah,
I did it in a professional way because I did not want to cross the line. I brought it to his attention first and said,
and it didn't
"This
change.
is the conversation I want to have," and he rented me that conversation.
For me personally, once you leave my household, you no longer have my last name. What happens in my household is under control of me.
I still got the last name.
Well, that's your fault.
She put her girl back in. It's on.
Hey, but Vince, here's the other thing to consider. What Deb also said is they get gifts together. Her and her ex-husband get a gift together. So that alienates his girlfriend anyway. So if they're doing stuff together, living together and all that, I think, technically that's her contributing. You set a standard that, I ain't saying it's right or wrong, but you set a standard that you wanted to have on those gifts, and to enforce that on her, I don't think it's fair. Again, I'm going through, let me finish my point because I see you about to come with it.
What's up, big Rob?
Gifts have to be, I think they should be from the heart, and they should flow freely.
True.
If I got to tell anybody to give me something, it's not a gift. It's a wage. It's something that you're doing because I'm telling you to do it. And
it won't come from the heart. It'll come from the force.
Yeah.
But it wasn't forced.
The conversation we would have about you once we get home.
It was putting the expectation out there in
your expectation.
No. It's putting it out there because some women don't want to do something because they don't know how the other woman is. I was letting her know, hey, I'm open to it. And at that time, I told her,
you told her to do it. You ain't open.
Listen, no. I was open. I'm like, here, take down my phone number if you have any questions about my child, because I know my child was spending the night over there on the weekends that he have her. Take my number down. If you have any questions, I'm open to you asking me.
So let me ask you this.
It was more of a preemptive strike, basically.
Yes.
So let me ask you this. Did your child complain about not getting a gift from the girlfriend?
No. But it's my job as a mother to be proactive and not reactive. I'm on to flip you off.
So that's all I'm saying. I think we can get
How you doing, Auntie?
a whole bunch of great. Hey, Auntie Tom. Yeah. So I think what we're doing though is we get into a lot of gray areas and a lot of preferences and what I like and don't like. And when we start trying to impose that will on others as if that's how it needs to be, I just think that we open ourselves up for that same scrutiny. And my thing is people do things differently, and I'm careful about putting the right or wrong weight, on it. So I'm not saying you're wrong for bringing up option for, hey, why don't you consider getting Diamond a gift versus hey, you need to have a gift too, because I just don't think that's.
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
never
hold a
gonna
gun
I'm
to the
never gonna
woman's
approach a
head.
man
I
with
just put
that.
it out there. I just put it out there. I didn't like, no, you finna get her a gift. I said, I would like for you to give her a gift.
Why you just didn't tell Marcus and tell him to tell him?
She
Oh,
said
I didn't
she
mean to
did
call his
tell him. She
name.
said that she brought it to him first.
Well, I think that's his
Somebody,
job,
see,
right?
y'all men don't listen.
They
See,
don't
she
listen.
heard me.
Now you had that though. You
She
had
didn't
that.
say that. I heard you.
You had,
No, I did say that. I did say I brought it to his attention first, and
But
See, I
what
heard
that's
that.
what I want to talk
I can't
about
speak for
with
Gerard.
her.
I heard
but
that.
then what happened? He didn't address it with her.
He allowed me to have that conversation.
It shouldn't
It
even.
I
was a
mean,
2-day
but
period.
realistically, what's to address? I mean, only conversation I'm having when I get home is like, that's why I ain't married to her now. That's the only thing I'm gonna say.
Oh, goat smelling.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So you were okay with a woman not taking care? I mean, honestly, we're getting off topic. I'm sorry, y'all, but I just got to address this. My deal is, if I'm with a man and he does not treat my child as a child, as his child, because ultimately, like I said, I'm dating on purpose and I want marriage as the end result. If he can't even treat my child remotely like his child, it may not work.
I don't think
And so with that,
a gift necessarily
it's
Yeah, I
defines
don't
not
think a
you.
gift
necessarily
does
a
that.
gift. It's not necessarily the gift. It's the thought. Hey, I'm thinking of your child too. Just like if I'm buying your present, I'm gonna buy your child a present too. Don't show up at my house with a present for me. Oh, baby, thank you. And my child sitting here looking and don't get nothing when it's really about the child.
So I know a couple right now. They are in there. This is their first Christmas together. I think they made it to their 8th month dating mark, and he has brought her daughter a gift.
I like him. She need to keep him.
Yeah.
Professor, that was
I have bought 0 gifts for any woman's children, and I don't think it's a strike against me. I just think, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not their children. So that's just reality for me. So it's like, hey, I'm their father. They have a mother.
Different folks.
So
Different
yeah,
folks with different
True.
looks.
We're
And
gonna
then
agree
a
to
lot of that
disagree.
depends on the type of people that you attract and those people understanding what you want out of the relationship when you get to a certain phase as well.
Yeah.
True.
Man.
Okay, we didn't talk about the price though. I want to get on the price. What is our price limit for the gifts? For as new, old, married, whatever. What is your price for the gift, Professor? You're dating someone.
like I said, I ain't gonna spend $1 million, but there is no price. I mean, whatever it is that makes you, I mean, whatever you want that makes you happy, you really want, and I can do that for you. Then hey, I'm willing to do that for you. So I don't think price is an issue.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got some people agreeing with you, Dale. I just wanted to go back there. Oh, Clyde, he's one of our faithful followers. Clyde don't agree with a lot of stuff we say, but he agree with you on this right here, man.
Clyde. He agreed with Deb. Come on now.
I'm just saying, you don't bring a gift for the woman and don't bring nothing for the child. Come on.
I agree with that. I do agree with that.
And then
Desmond kids married or not. What are they saying?
Nobody but the daddy is in my kid's life, period. Married or not, I'm so serious. So she's saying she don't want gifts from another party. So hey, I get it. I get it.
That's only on a serious tip. If you're in a serious relationship,
right? Exactly. If you're 2 years, in, there better be a gift for my baby under the tree.
Yeah, come on.
I don't care if you haven't met him or not. I mean, you know, my husband didn't.
Clyde just told you.
My husband didn't meet my son until we were like 2 years.
Hey, Clyde
is brutal. I ain't no faithful follower.
I ain't no faithful follower.
Hey, all right, Clyde. I'm sorry, Clyde. I'm clout chasing, man. I'm trying to make everybody think you following me, man.
Wow.
Hey, dang, Clyde.
Hey, Clyde is funny.
Clyde,
we love you for tuning in. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Clyde, man.
So one last question.
Put that on the love and respect show. Don't bring that to action, Professor.
But let me ask everybody this though. Okay, so are you staying the night? Let's say that there's this one person. How are you doing that? Are you meeting up after Christmas to open gifts? Do you open gifts the day before? Are you spending Christmas with this person if you're dating one person? How are you exchanging these gifts? I'm curious how everybody's exchanging gifts this holiday.
That's a good one.
Me personally, when I was in a relationship, it was a serious relationship at that time. Me, my ex-husband, the
You was married.
boyfriend, and my daughter opened up Christmas presents together that morning.
What kind of
You
soft
married.
porn you got
The
going on?
boyfriend, hold on, the boyfriend spent the night, and
Okay.
the ex-husband came
Okay.
over the next morning like we always do, and I let that boyfriend know we always open presents together. My ex-husband is coming over in the morning before our daughter wakes up. He said, okay, cool. We was there as a happy family watching her open up presents under the tree. It's about her, not about us.
Mm-hmm.
And
Your
we
last,
open presents as a
your last
family.
serious relationship wasn't your marriage?
No, it wasn't. Thank you. Let me fix my eyebrow.
Fix it, girl. I got you. Okay.
Oh,
What about
man.
you, Professor? How are you exchanging these gifts?
I mean, first for me, I mean, hopefully it's true for her. I mean, I'm gonna spend time with my kids first for Christmas. So that's point blank. That just needs to be understood. So my
Good
kids
job.
come first when
Yes.
it comes to Christmas. So whatever's available after, maybe late in the evening as far as Christmas, or even the day after, then yeah, it's fair game based on our schedules. But it just has to be understood for me that my kids get Christmas first.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get that. I agree with that.
Okay. And I'll say, I agree with y'all. If you can make it work like that with the ex, then excellent. But I know some relationships don't have that ability because there's so
Yeah.
much tension. So you have to usually follow the court order. So
Damn.
and
He
I
came with
mean,
the court order.
it gets real like that out there. So yeah.
Not the court order.
Hey man, whatever that judge say. And she says after my kids open their gifts and go to their daddy's house, that's when would be
We'll be
spending
spending
time.
time
Okay.
together.
Yeah.
That's
So
good. That's good.
yeah. Cool.
Man, y'all, it has been an hour already.
Ready.
This
That
has
went
been
fast.
a great discussion, honestly.
Yeah.
But before we go, we have to plug in the Floor is Yours podcast official barber, Miracle Hendrix Flex. Take us to the commercial.
Your success ain't gonna happen overnight. It may take a year, it may take 2 years, it may even take 10 years. For some people, it might take even longer than that. But one thing I do know, as long as you keep fighting and staying consistent, you will make it. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, are you gonna make it?
Creed. Step in that water, step in that water, step in that water. Yeah. You gotta be willing to go out and get it. You gotta dive in it, go and get it. Step in that water, step in that water, step in that water. Yeah. You got-
Oh, where is he located, Flex?
You ask me that at every show, but I didn't mean to say that out loud. He is in the Colony City.
We gotta give the plug. Come on.
That was strategic. My bad, man. My bad. So
Yeah.
he's
Men
in.
are a little slow. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Flex. I love you.
Yeah, you look slow. You put your face that close. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Hey, fix your eyebrow,
that.
Stay in
Flex.
line.
Hey, some of your
hey,
eyebrow, Flex. Some of your eyebrow. Fix it.
hey, man.
Fix your eyebrow, Flex. I want to
She
see it.
Miracle is up in the Colony here in the Dallas Fort Worth area, man. One of the greatest barbers I ever visited, man. He does a lot though. He has his own clothing line. He's an author, man. Real wonderful story, you know. I meant to plug him early on our show, Angela, this afternoon, but Miracle used to work security at one of the vendors who managed our properties at Freddie Mac. And when the traffic
wow.
slowed down at the end of the day, Miracle would go out and start, pushing his clothesline and getting success. Well, the word got out, they fired him, but that catapulted him to a successful business,
Wow.
and he blew up after that. So,
Wow.
shout out to Miracle, man,
Congratulations.
doing great things, man. So, yeah.
Good job. Like the video too.
Yeah.
I did. Well, we have come to the part of the show. We have to depart from you all, but before we do, we want to give our parting thoughts. So let's start with our special guest, Miss Angelia. Please give us your parting thoughts for the show tonight.
I think that all the questions you guys answered were pretty spot on. You guys seem like in your relationships, you are the stand-up people. So I'm sure the people you're dealing with are going to be stand-up. I enjoyed the discussion today. I'm very curious about one thing I said was dating cycles, and I know that a lot of people aren't on dating cycles. So either I'm guessing most of you have significant others or someone that you're pretty serious about at this point in time. But I like these discussions. I thought the podcast was great. You guys have a great vibe. It was really funny and it was fun. And I hope I can come back and hang out. I think Miss Deb needs some help every now and then because y'all be trying to gang up on my girl. She had to come with a combat jacket on and a grill today.
I came ready today.
She was ready. Ready.
Still got one.
No, she didn't. There was no whooping going on in there today.
Yeah. Got all that combat on and the grill and everything.
Still got whooped. That's funny.
Fix that eyebrow real quick.
Fix that
All
eyebrow.
right, Professor.
You can fix your eyebrows when you come on the show.
Let's hear your part and thoughts, Professor.
Yeah, as always, thank you, Angela, for coming to the show, Miss Deb, Flex. Appreciate your participation and you all being here with me. Don't take it for granted. And like I said, I really appreciate it. And for one, hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas and be thankful for what we do have and not focus on the things that we don't receive or we don't have per se. And Happy New Year. So hope everyone has New Year resolutions or goals for the 2022. And looking forward to a great year, another great year on the podcast. Continue to cover great topics, whatever the case may be, and just increasing our viewership. So other than that, be safe. COVID is real. And that's it. Thank you for your
viewing. Flex. Let's hear it.
Yeah, just real quick. Today is December the 21st, 2021. Some of y'all out there set New Year's resolution goals at the beginning of the year that you didn't accomplish. Didn't even start. My point is simple. You can start them today. It doesn't have to be January 1, 2022. So whenever you get the opportunity, revisit your goals. If they were too hard, really wasn't reasonable to accomplish, restructure and redo them. And if you need help on that, we're going to be doing the show again. What like Ladybug talked about earlier, every other week. We're going to be on at 12 o'clock, and we're going to be giving tips and pointers on how to set goals, accomplish those goals, surrounding yourself with the right people to help motivate you to achieve those goals, how to do a checkup to see where you are throughout the year to see if you're on track to accomplishing those goals. So a few things, man. Again, nothing against New Year's resolutions. Sometimes that's what people need to get motivated and get restarted. But whatever you need to do, find it, get focused, get people around you, stay motivated. And more than that, be disciplined, because some days you're not motivated, and that discipline to get you through that. That's it.
Yes, I love it. Well, I'll make my parting thoughts very simple. Even though we talk about gift giving tonight and everything like that. Do what?
Women are so simple.
I'm gonna fix both of my eyebrows at one time. We did talk about gift giving tonight, but let's just realize that regardless of what you see on social media, the matching pajamas, this, that, and the other, do what's best for your relationship and what's best for your household, for us when it comes to gifts to your children in the dynamic of your household. But let's not forget the main reason. Jesus is the reason for the season. Let's make sure we put him at the head of everything, in the head of your households, and let your children know, hey, God provided this. This is for my Christian beliefs. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to push nothing on no one, but hey, Jesus is the reason for the season. And if you do believe in God, let your children know it was by God's grace that you was able to afford what you did and be able to gift your children with what you gave. So do what's best for you and your household, regardless of our views, because I do not agree with the professor. And but do what's best for your household. and love and enjoy life. It's a blessing. So like Flex said, you do not have to start January the 1st. You can start today. Long as you start, you'll never be in last. So go ahead, enjoy your holidays. We love you and thank you all for watching.
My goal for 2022 is to marry Deb.
He's gonna marry Deb. Well, let me tell you, you better add some zeros onto that Christmas present.
You better bring my child a gift. Forget that. I want my child to have a gift. How about that?
That's right.
I'm bringing some. What you say, that coffee mug with those barrettes and bonnets? Thank you for the idea, Flex. Appreciate you.
All right, Flex. Let's hear some plugs for the other shows. Let's hear it.
Man, you didn't see the private show. Actually, we're going to go ahead and go just let you close us out. Tell us where they can find us and follow us, and then we'll close it.
Oh, well, clearly that ain't how the script is. I'm just trying
No,
to follow
it's
script,
private
follow
message.
protocol.
You saw the
I
private
didn't.
message.
I didn't go like and subscribe and close the show. I'm finna close the show because I'm being an obedient servant. Once again, like, subscribe, share with your friends and family. IG, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and LinkedIn. You should be able to follow us on any platform there is. So if there's a platform we missing, let us know. If you're on something that we're not on, let us know, and we'll be happy to accommodate you because we want to give all the great content that we do have out to everyone, and we don't want to miss anyone. We do want to thank Ladybug again. Thank you for coming onto the show, even though it's not my show, it's Ask the Professor show, but I'm gonna take over because men need some women leadership.
That's right.
Thank you for coming. We want to invite you back again, Ladybug.
I would be happy to come.
Just
back.
go ahead and mute her right now.
We want to thank Flex, the producer, the professor. Thank you all for another great show. Thank you to the audience for tuning in, your comments, your questions, your answers. We do appreciate it all, and we do want to make sure we acknowledge you all because without you, we are nothing. And thank you for Skip and Converse for spending an hour with us. And a Merry
Don't forget
Christmas
about
greeting.
1-800-Professor. The number hasn't changed. It goes into 2022 too. So you're looking for me, 1-800-Professor. And also follow me on Instagram, Recreating V. Watson. So I post a lot of good poems out there. Facebook as well under my name, Vincent Watson. So you want to read some poems, give me some feedback, please check those sites out.
Oh yeah, and coming up on Greenwood, we're gonna have a special episode with a Special Olympic gold medalist, Ashton Smith. She's going to talk to us about her new book called Swimming Upstream. So let's stay tuned for that. And she might have a billboard popping up out here somewhere pretty soon. We'll keep you guys posted. So stay tuned for that show. It's with Ashton Smith. She's a Special Olympic gold medalist. She's going to discuss her book, her trials and tribulations, and it's called Swimming Upstream.
It's going to be good.
Oh, I love it. Y'all done got me in the Christmas spirit. I almost feel like singing, but I'm not.
Yeah, nothing.
I think them other spirits got you in the Christmas spirit.
The spirits, the whiskeys.
He said them spirits got you in the spirit.
Don't be telling my business like that.
Hey,
you know what would be great, y'all, if we all had a Christmas Zoom party, or all the podcast members came together and we brought another extra person and we all just kind of sat down and drank and talked. And I did it last year. It was fun.
Let's do it. I'm gonna plan it. We're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to our faithful follower Clyde. Appreciate you for tuning in.
Hold on.
Hang it up. You better hang it up.
That was the biggest eyebrow fix of the night. Clyde. Give it up to Clyde.
Give it up for Clyde, our faithful follower.
Hold on, all right, what was the comment again from Clyde? Because that was too funny. I'm Clyde. See that one again.
Hey, take us to the outro.
I can't find it. Oh,
that's right. We finna go to the outro. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all after Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, peace.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year,
and a Happy New Year.
Let me do it for you.
Baby, don't forget the floor is yours. Yeah, baby, I mean the floor is yours. If it come down to the floor is yours. Let me show you how prove the floor is yours.
Good night.
I swear that song never gets old.
It don't. I'll be over here.